Boom, boom, boom.
Ready.
We still don't have a name for this movie review segment.
Okay.
It needs a cool name. It
Didn't
needs,
the last one?
it needs something. Hey, what's up, man? Ace Michaels and January Ginger here. We're doing a movie review for you on one of our film favorites that is probably one of yours too, Back to the Future. And this is a movie by, obviously, the great director Robert Zemeckis directed this film. Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson is in this film. It's a great film. What's it about? If you haven't seen it already, I'm sure you've seen it, but if you haven't seen it already, young Marty McFly, who's always late for everything, which is a whole nother movie. What's wrong with this kid? Like, he can't get his ass out of bed to go do shit. But he just, anyway, he's late for everything. And one day he accidentally ends up traveling through time. And that's what's up. Okay. So in a nutshell, it's a great family film, clearly for family, although we're going to talk about in this review some of the things that I think are push the envelope a little bit for a family film. But it's a family film. It's fun. Steven Spielberg produced it. It's a family, family thing. So that's the thoughts on the plot. Do you have anything you want to add to what the plot is, January?
No, oh, no, that was
I
good.
mean, that's it. Back to the
Yeah.
damn future. It explains it in
Yeah.
the damn
Right?
title. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to
Yeah.
the movie theater and be like, well, what is this movie going to be about? I'm going to be back into the future. He going back to the future. Anyway, that's what I think. Okay, so that's the story in a nutshell. We'll get into it a little bit deeper. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe. Okay, so do I like the movie overall? Is the first question. Yes. What's not to like? It's a great movie. I mean, it is a great movie. It's fun. It's fast, which is another cool thing. Like Lord of the Rings is a great movie too, but
Mhm.
damn, three? I ain't trying to sit here for 3 hours 3 times, homie. Like, get me to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? Superman, the Christopher Reeves one, yeah, really good idea, but damn, 2.5, 3 hours for flying through space and kissing Lois Lane? Come on, now. So anyway, it's a good movie in a right amount of time. I think personally, I think it never gets boring. This movie, I think it doesn't get to a point where you start literally looking at your watch, going, "When is we getting back to the future with this movie?" You know what I'm saying? But those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts, January?
Yes, I love the flow of the movie. You're right. It's really awesome from beginning to start. It's probably my favorite movie.
It
Yeah.
goes fast too. Like I
Mhm.
find myself in watching and rewatching. I find myself kind of wishing it did have a little bit more. Like by the time you're at the end, and we won't give away a spoiler what happens at the end, but the way this movie goes, you pretty much know when you're at the end. So
Yeah.
whenever you get to that point, I think you are kind of wishing that Marty had done a few more things when he was back in the 50s, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Give a little something, something. I don't know. Okay, so overall, yes, I liked it. Outstanding actors in this movie. Clearly, Michael J. Fox. This was a little trivia piece. This is a movie Michael J. Fox was making while he was also working on Family Ties, popular TV show that he starred on, and he was making another movie at the same time, Teen Wolf. So he was literally working like 18 hours a day making these three productions, and they all did very well. So obviously, Michael J. Fox. I think Leah Thompson's really good as the mom. The mom
Yeah.
more than the girlfriend, the young lusty girl. I think her mom is really good. Her mom is a true sign of her acting because let's be honest, in the 80s when this movie was released, she was a young hot girl. So that really wasn't a stretch to play a young hot girl. But to play a believable mom, and she is really believable as the mom. You don't just look and go, oh, they put her in makeup. No, she's the mom,
Yeah.
and the dad too. Not Crispin, yeah, Crispin Glover. He played the dad really well. The dad, he played the young him extremely well, extremely well. One of my favorite actors in any role.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Do you have anybody stand out? Of course, Christopher Lloyd.
Yes, I love him. I love his expressions and the way he looks
Yeah,
at Michael J. Fox in the movie when he's doing something stupid, you know? Like
right,
especially when his mom followed him home.
right,
Yes.
right. Yeah, yeah. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd may be one of the most underrated actors in our generation, in our time. I think so. Maybe because he's fabulous in everything that he's ever done. Really, Christopher Lloyd. So outstanding performances by Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox, Leah Thompson, Crispin Glover. Um, what about the film itself? The director, the tone of it, the music, anything you didn't or love about the whole tone of the film?
Oh, I loved it. I think Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love, I think that made them, I don't know, maybe that's the song that made them famous. I'm not sure though.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's a great song. Yeah, I think so. But
Here's a little trick
um
about Huey Lewis. Did you know he's got a cameo in the movie?
no, I didn't know that.
He plays when Marty comes in to audition for the gig and he plays the
Oh,
guitar too loud. That's Huey Lewis with the
he was
bullhorn going,
really.
"You're too loud.
I didn't
Thank
know
you.
that.
Get the hell out of here. Go back to your time." Anyway, so
Yeah,
that
okay.
was Huey. That was actually Huey Lewis. So there you go.
Okay.
So the music, yeah, the music was great. I thought it was good that the music was believable for the time. Sometimes when you watch the movies where they travel through time, it doesn't quite fit when they go to a different time.
Okay.
Something just feels kind of not there. Like they're still speaking in a Brooklyn accent, for example. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I thought this movie
Okay.
was about Jesus, and you guys are
Oh,
still
oh.
speaking in Brooklyn accents. What is really going on? Okay, so that's what's up with that. Believability. Do we believe that Marty can jump in a DeLorean and travel back through time or to the future? Do we believe it? I did. I did. Why not? Do you? Do you believe it?
Yes. I also love how they use the words like gigawatts and flux capacitor, you know? Because I
Yes.
mean, flux means something, so does a capacitor. I don't
Right.
know if there's a gigawatt, but
Yeah, right. Why not? Yeah, put those two together. I love that. Yeah, that was great.
yeah, I
That was
loved it.
great. One of my favorite lines, which is the next question. One of my favorite lines from the movie, which has been through my life, one of my favorite lines is 16 billion gigawatts. Like
Oh, 1.21.
1.21
Yes.
gigawatts. Where in the world am I going to get that kind of power? It's so funny because it's just funny. You got to like the movie. You got to like that kind of thing. You got to be willing to laugh, people. Don't take life so seriously. What's your best scene? Best scene from Back to the Future?
Oh, well, I like it when he's on the clock tower. I
At
really
the
like that part.
at the end, when Doc
Mhm.
Doc is trying to put the two pieces together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that part. Well, I like it on the when he says, "Damn, damn,
Damn,
damn."
damn. Damn. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great. That's not a spoiler, by the way. It's not a fault. If you haven't seen it, you'll know what damn means. Okay. My favorite scene from the whole movie is not actually. I guess it'd be more of an effect, but I'm an old ass grown man, so I actually saw this in the theater when it first came out several times. But my favorite thing about the movie has always been the little effect of lightning that they use when the car shows up somewhere in another time period. There's always like this lightning
Oh,
flash
yeah.
behind, and
Yeah.
and I just thought that was a really nice effect. Like, why lightning? Like, why would you? Why would
Oh,
you have like when the car shows up? There's like this little flash, like, and it's like, dang,
yeah.
like you really went through time. Like that little touch is one of my favorite things about the whole movie.
Yeah,
That
right?
little one thing.
It goes along with the flux capacitor.
It does. It's like seeing the Terminator show up naked. Like you just expect it, you look forward to it. Maybe that's too personal, but that's
Wait,
just,
what? The Terminator shows up naked?
the Terminator always shows up naked, and the Terminator also has a little flash of lightning when the Terminator shows up too. That'll be another movie we'll do.
Okay.
You'll get to see the Terminator naked. You keep hanging with me. Worst scene in this movie. Worst scene.
Oh god. Okay. The cringy scene is memorable is when he's playing the guitar and he's nobody. The audience is just like, "What the hell are you playing?" Right? At that part.
Yeah, yeah. That's the worst scene. Yeah.
Well, I would say I didn't find any scenes the worst. I thought that was funny, and it was like, oh my goodness, that's almost embarrassing. I'd be so embarrassed.
Okay, I mentioned before that there were some things I thought pushed the envelope a little bit for a family film. There's two things that I think they're fixable. They're not the end of the world, but this is just the one scene where the young Biff turns to the camera and says, "I'm gonna get that son of a bitch." That was
Oh,
always shocking to me for some reason.
yeah.
It was always like to me like, did he just say what I think he said? But I think that's the reason why it's in there, is to show like his character is very rough and abrasive. But it seemed like it pushed it a bit too much. And then maybe because of the age that I was at when I first saw the movie, I had some real tantalizing feelings about Leah Thompson when she's trying to seduce Marty, and I'm still confused about those feelings to this day. Whenever I see that scene, I'm a little torn between lust and like. But that's me, maybe.
Oh,
I thought that was
I thought it was. I thought it was weird though because that's supposed to be his mom. I was like, oh my god, that's
yeah,
weird. You know?
right,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it was a little, I get it, but
Yeah.
scared the pants off of me for years. Um, okay, would you recommend this movie to other people?
I would always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good movie.
It's a classic. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine somebody that I would feel comfortable saying you shouldn't watch Back to the Future.
Well, I
Oh, you
wonder
know
who
what?
hasn't seen it. You know, the age, the generation. I wonder who's like, well, I really haven't seen it. I don't know what age that would start at.
You know what?
20s maybe?
I wouldn't recommend it to people who always ask dumb movie questions. Like if they're like, so wait a minute, is he supposed to be at home, like his home now, or like the home where back in the 50s home? Okay, you know what? This is not for you.
Okay.
Don't watch it.
Oh, so when that okay. So I thought this is like when it said Back to the Future and he went back to 1955, I thought that he went back to the future and the future was 1955. That's what I used to think for so long. I think it wasn't until many, many, many years later and I was like, "Oh," because I thought the future was him going back and I thought it was just weird this weird paradox.
Mm.
So, our paradigm, I don't know what the hell. Whatever one of those words.
I guess for me, I kind of always wished that he had, in the first movie. I know that there were two other sequels, and I did
Mhm.
eventually see the two sequels, but I wouldn't recommend the two sequels. That's real talk.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I didn't yeah.
but I wish that he would have gone to the future in the first movie. Like I thought he would be in the
Oh.
past for maybe half the movie and at least spend a quarter of the movie in the future and then end up back in the
Really?
present. I would have liked to have seen what the future looked like.
You know what though? When they do that and then the future comes, it's not what they say, and then people don't look at the movie the same. So if you go back, you're good. As long as you don't go ahead of the time that you're in, you're never gonna be wrong.
Well, there you have. Hey, I can't close the segment, Strong. That makes sense to me. Yeah, exactly. Give us an overall rating on this film. What do you think? 1 to 5,
Out
5
of
being the best.
oh, 5,
5.
definitely.
But you're
Yeah,
prejudiced
for
because you
me,
already
yeah.
said it's your favorite movie. So you already
It
gave
has to be
it.
one of my favorite.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. Definitely one of my. If I have a group of friends coming over, yeah, let's watch Back to the Future. I get it. I get it. That's what's up. All right. Well, there's your movie review for this week. Was Back to the Future. Check it out. It's a good movie. Ace Michaels, January Ginger. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Nice.